Natalie Herbeck. Today we are exploring two places, Copley and Fairlawn. The two towns are just north of the Akron area and full of great food, unique shops, and a whole lot more. So we're going to fit in as much as we can over the next hour. Our first stop in today's trip is right here in Copley. It's an exquisitely restored farmhouse from the 1800s turned into a bed and breakfast. From the beautiful setting to the welcoming feel, you'll want to schedule your visit right away, trust me. I had to see for myself. Here's the whimsical pig. Sue, I must say this is an absolute beautiful place to start our show today.
Thank you.
This is the perfect spot where if you want to come and maybe spend a weekend here in the Copley Fairlawn area, you can have a beautiful bed and breakfast day.
Absolutely.
So you and your husband purchased this farm home how many years ago?
In 1996.
And you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this.
Yes, we did. About 19 years worth. He says 16, but actually, I think it's closer to 19 years worth. We took it down to the studs, redid it, and in fact, this side of the house we almost totally had to rebuild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you've made it so cozy. We're sitting in your little living room space where you have the fire going. You've really clearly, and we'll kind of stroll through if that's okay with you.
Yes,
you've
sure.
made this feel like a home away from home for people.
Well, good. That was our intent. You know, people have birthdays, they have anniversaries, they need to get away for a night. This is the place.
So they can come and eat in here. You do the
breakfast.
cooking.
I do the cooking.
And when people come in here too, I know they see all these great antiques. I'm sure they want one of everything when they walk in here, but you've really made this a collectible display almost. I'm sure it took you a lot of time to create this too.
Oh yes, but it was fun.
You're not going to want to leave here to see the rest of the show. But I do have to give you the grand tour. It is worth seeing. So should we head upstairs?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So this is room number one.
This is
beautiful. Look at this bed.
Thank you.
I'm sure you have a lot of couples stay here.
Yes. This is the Chester White room. All the rooms are named after heritage pigs. So the Chester White, and they all have the little pig on the door.
I love that. And you also have a couple little cats that like to come and visit too, right?
Yes, they like to
Those are
come
the
and
live
visit.
ones though.
They're
No live pigs.
No live pigs. No. I got enough trouble.
This is a beautiful first room. Okay, let's go in. Can we see another one? Okay.
Sure. This next room is the Tamworth Nook. It's the hairy, sort of orange-colored pig that nobody knows anything about. This is the double bed.
I love this, and there's so many little intricacies to each room. I love the shoes lined up along this room.
Little baby shoes.
So many great antiques touches. I think that it just brings such a warmth to this wonderful bed and breakfast. It truly does.
Nice. Thank you.
We're just getting started here. Let's go into another.
This room is the Hampshire Piglets, because it's twin beds.
And remember how I said there could be some live friends hanging around? We got one right here.
Yes, this is Thunder.
That's Thunder.
Yes, Thunder really isn't supposed to be in a bedroom. He's taking advantage.
Well, who wouldn't when they are in here? This is just adorable. So, have you ever had families come where maybe the parents stay in one room and you have the kids stay here?
Absolutely. Women traveling together, friends that haven't seen each other for a long time.
Well, and you're right across from the great winery.
Absolutely, you can walk across the street.
So if you're here with your girlfriends, you can walk across the street to the winery too. There's so much right here.
Yeah, it's surprising really how much there is in this area.
Well, there's one more room to go, and dare I say we might have saved the best for last?
I think maybe we did.
Oh, I just love this room.
This is the Gloucestershire Old Spot Suite, which is the big spotted pig. And this is our premier room.
I can see why you have this beautiful seating area behind us.
Right, with a gas fireplace and a king bed and a great bathroom with soaking tub and
a gorgeous
double shower.
Gorgeous bathroom over here. Everything about this beautiful bed and breakfast is well worth it. To come here, make the drive, and then stay for a night or two. I don't think they probably want to leave.
Well, they
especially
say,
if you're cooking too.
They don't.
I can't thank you enough for having us here today.
Well,
It's
it
absolutely
was a delight.
beautiful.
Good. Thank you very much.
I know which room I'll be staying in. Dibs. One more thing you cannot forget about this beautiful outdoor space here. It is definitely a must stop on your visit down south. The Whimsical Pig is right again on Cleveland-Massillon Road in Copley, and you can call or visit their website to make your reservation.
Whether you're looking for that first great cup of coffee in the morning or an afternoon pick-me-up, Copley Coffee and Games may be the place for you. As a matter of fact, it's a whole lot more than just a coffee shop.
Copley Coffee Games is a place for families to just get together and be families. I was bored doing IT work. I just wanted to see people again. I blinked and my kid was a senior. So I thought that there had to be more people that needed a place to stop and just enjoy life and be silly and have fun. Books and board games and relaxation. It's a good place to go and unwind and do your work if you need to, but without that extra stress. Chalk and Play-Doh, we try to guide it so it's not one big mess, but every kid that comes in here knows they can write on anything. This isn't a don't do it place, this is a what can you do place. We keep it safe. They do dress up. It's a good way to play manners with toddlers. So we do Toddler Tuesday tea parties, and that's fun. We just want healthy drinks. Coffee can be good, it's what you put in it. Syrups can be good, but we want to know what's in the ingredients. We have a local tea guy, his name is the Tea Dude, who makes teas with his family, and they're amazing. When one of the kids that works here shows an interest in something, if they want to do it, we make that happen. So now they're extracting their own vanilla from vanilla beans, and it's that way they understand the process, and they don't have to add, you know, whatever color, number, whatever into it. They can just have it as pure as it can be. It's neat to see them, well, this is never this color when I buy it. We do a lot of baked goods in here. We do a lot of gluten-free options. We're doing what we call breakfast pies, and it's a lighter dough, and we'll take like bacon, egg, and cheese and fold it into almost like a miniature stromboli. People don't, especially when you're reading a book, you don't want to deal with all this. You just want something easy. We try to keep local honeys. Everything on our menu is all local. It's either from my farm or a friend's farm or somebody's who we know how they treat their animals. It's helping the farmers. We keep the markup as low as possible to keep the lights on. So we do quail eggs, duck eggs, chicken eggs. We don't really have any sense of community when we're all going to something owned by someone else that we've never met. You know, my customers will come in here and be like, tell me what they want, and then we'll talk about it and we do it. I see a lot of stress walking in and smiles leaving, and that's important. It feels good to see it because these are people I know from the community. When they leave happy, it's fun.
Copley Coffee and Games is located right on Copley Square, and they're closed on Mondays. Still to come on New Day Cleveland, it's a whimsical shop buzzing with unique finds. Well, New Day Cleveland, it's never too early for a beer. We're in Fairlawn right now. I'm with Kristen, and this is Ray's Place. And one thing about Ray's Place is there's plenty of choices of beer, right?
That's right. We do have 60 draft beers, and we've got a huge bottle and can selection. We change that on a regular basis, so you never know what you're going to find when you come in.
Yeah, so we came in a little early, and the crowd comes. Are they coming in for breakfast or just early lunch? Or are they coming in for early beer?
Lunch around 1, happy hour around 2. We start to get a little crowd in.
A little crowd. Okay, so the beers. Let's talk a little bit about the beers. So how do you decide what to pour, and how do you get it?
We kind of just get to decide on our own. We go a lot with what the customers want. If they request something, we do our best to bring it in. So we regularly change it. It's a nice selection. It changes all the time.
Okay, I see you pouring a dark beer. What beer is that?
That one is the Founders KBS. That one is very hard to get seasonally. Comes from Founders. It's very sought after. Everybody loves it. It's an imperial stout. We also poured the Ray's Hop Odyssey, which is brewed for us from Madcap in Kent. A collaboration from the ownership and the brewers there, and it is an IPA. It's excellent. Very easy drinking. Some great hops in it.
Yeah, you like IPAs?
I do. That's actually my favorite beer.
It's my wife's favorite beer too. I'm more of a Pilsner kind of guy. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
And what about the third beer you poured?
The third one was the Columbus Bodie, which is an imperial IPA. One of the most popular beers we have on draft. We have it all the time. Everybody loves it. It's one of the best double IPAs out there.
Yeah, and if you like the Standby Stella Artois, so you got the Stella over here. You enjoy beer?
I do, very
It's
much.
the place to come then for a beer. But how about food? I'm going to talk to Bob, right?
Sounds good.
Bob, it's great to see you, and I'm so excited about this burger because this is a special burger, one that Michael Simon even said he loved.
That's correct.
And it's called?
It's called the Mofo.
The Mofo burger, and it is something so big you have to put it together with a knife. So what are the layers? How does it go together?
We do 2 all-beef patties, cheese, mushrooms, bacon, and then it's got the works on it. Lettuce, tomato, onion, mustard, ketchup, relish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the #1 seller.
It is one of our biggest sellers, yeah. Everybody wants to taste it.
And you told me there's a 79-year-old in your family who can eat one of these.
My mother.
There you go. How about that? So it's got to be good, right?
Yes.
Okay, I also heard about your salads. Everybody likes a salad once in a while. They want something a little light. I saw your salad. That's more than just a light salad.
It is, but it's got a lot of vegetation on there. We do a mix of greens, Arcadia salad, baby spinach, fresh chopped lettuce.
I saw another salad too. It looked like a Greek salad in there.
Yeah, we do a Greek salad.
Nice
feta
nut of cheese, yeah.
We make our own Grecian dressing for that.
That looked fantastic. So you guys have a real problem with stacking meat on a bun because I saw something that looked like it came out of a smoker, and here it showed up. This is a tall boy.
Yeah. We do in-house a lot of smoking. We do pulled pork.
So what's this one here?
That is our pulled pork sandwich.
This is the pulled pork.
And we do 2 types of barbecue. One's kind of that sweet and smoky, and then we do another one, some more of a mustard tangy sauce. So those are the 2 sauces we offer.
So you guys have a Kent location, right?
Correct.
Well, we're at the Fairlawn location, which is right on the corner of Gent and Market Street, which is Route 18.
That's correct.
And you guys are what, 7 days a week?
7 days a week.
7 days a week. So you're here all the time.
Well, I'm either here or I'm in Kent.
There's a whole bunch of stuff on that menu, but the good news is you can try a couple of beers while you try to figure out what you're going to have to eat, right?
Yes.
Fantastic
And our
place.
people are wise enough, they can pair pretty good beers with whatever you're eating.
Bob's the cook, Kristen's the lady at the bar, and it's Ray's Place.
When you head to Copley, there's a country store that is off the beaten path, full of honey products and whimsies, all made right there on the property. It's called Weitzel's Whimsies.
Weitzel's Whimsies was my brainchild for bringing honeybee awareness and honeybee goodness, because obviously they're products from the hive, but more the awareness part to the public here on a local level. It started with gardening and looking at that from a more organic aspect. When I came here, there was nothing. I mean, virtually 95% of what you see here I've planted. When I got to the end of it, I felt that something was missing. At that time, I had a girlfriend who I'd known since college, and perhaps she knew me better than I knew myself. And she's like, what you need here is some bees. So a lot of study, about a year's worth, went into it before I took the plunge. And then from there, it was a love affair. And I didn't know you could have a love affair with bees. There's soaps and lotion bars, lip balms, creams and salves and ointments galore. And every year I'm expanding on what it is that I'm making there, and all the wax that I use is extracted from my hives. It's a combination of the wax and the honey. I mean, honey is a humectant, which means it draws moisture to the surface of the skin. The beeswax will help then keep it there. Locust honey and goldenrod are the two primary honeys that I have here. And there is a significant difference in the flavor. I compare it to like light beer and dark beer. The light is not quite as robust in flavor. They're both good. I make some killer peach salsas, so my customers say, and I'll do them in a variety of spiciness. The braided rugs and the solar garden torches, yeah, those are all art things for the garden. Again, where my inspiration came from. And the thing that's fun about these things that I make, it's all from recycled materials. The rugs are made from old clothes. Generally, I use heavy-duty materials. I mean, one of these rugs will outlive 2 generations because it's never going to get a hole or wear out. And the same with the solar torches. Those are all recycled, and then I hand paint and just have fun. The saying is for the bees and for how I feel about the bees, and hopefully, and I put it there so that when people come, they can, you know, take a moment, and maybe it'll cause a little reflection, and maybe that'll be one less can of Raid being sold this week. I've met some very outstanding people. They have to wrap their brain around what a Weitzel's whimsy might be before they commit to making the turn to come here. So I have been rewarded. I've made some really good friends.
Weitzel's Whimsies is on Rothrock Road in Copley. You can stop by on Saturdays, or if you want to visit during the week, you can give them a call ahead of time. When we return, our road trip to Copley and Fairlawn continues, and we are getting sassy. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Time now to head to Fairlawn for the perfect accessory to your outfit. And it will have people saying, what a great hat.
What a Great Hat is my studio and my workspace, and I make all sorts of women's hats. I started out by buying a handmade hat at an art show and wearing it around that day. And I had so many compliments and comments, I thought, you know, this is fun. More of us, we should be wearing more hats. Well, you can see this is the top of the hat, the crown, and then this is the brim, but it's just kind of floppy and it doesn't really have much shape to it. So the next step is to use some steam, and that softens it up, and it also makes it just a little bit more pliable. It just kind of comes, I guess, and I mean, it definitely influenced by nature, by fashion, love vintage fashion, and some of the silhouettes and designs from like the 40s and 50s. Although my hats don't look that vintage, that inspiration is there. And this might sound silly, but I actually do dream about things, or if something is kind of giving me trouble, I can't quite figure out, what do I want to do with this? It's not quite what I want. A lot of times, when I wake up in the morning, I'll think, oh yeah, now I know what to do. So it's kind of a funny thing, but I guess I've got hats on the brain all the time. So you can start to see it coming into shape. I mean, there's still a lot of work left to do. And you get a little mini facial as a bonus. So I'm just bundling some feathers together. I don't really just start a hat from point A and then do all of the steps all in a row. Like, I'll spend one day blocking my hats, and then I'll kind of let them sit there and I'll look at them and think, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do that? I've got this great flower that would look great with that hat. So I kind of think about it as I go. And then her boyfriend is wearing a pink jacket, and so we added just a little bit of pink. I do a lot of custom hats, especially around Derby time. And yeah, it's best to come to the studio, bring your outfit with you. I have a lot of supplies, and when a customer comes in, for instance, if she has a pink and orange dress, I can pull out my pink bin, and I can pull out my orange bin or my yellow bin, and then I can actually go through and kind of see what her style is. Does she like something more vintage? Does she like something a little more contemporary? And I can pull some things out and take them out into the showroom, and then we can start to, get an idea of exactly what it is she likes. A lot of my customers have a lot of fun being part of the design, and certainly, it's one of a kind. You're not going to see yourself coming and going. I love to use vintage materials whenever I can as well. This navy netting is vintage from like the 50s. I'm always on the hunt. Sometimes in vintage clothing stores you can find that sort of thing. I think the most fun is having somebody, after we make a hat for them, or even if they just come in and buy a hat that's already made, is just to see them kind of light up when they put it on and just really feel like, wow, this looks really good on me. And so that's a really great feeling. I love that part of it. Living a creative life is a blessing, really, to begin with. And certain hats I think, oh, that's really pretty, I'm happy with that. And others, it's just like, oh my gosh, that is such a cool hat. Each one is special to me, and so I hope that it's special to my customers too.
What a Great Hat is on Market Street in Fairlawn. You can get in touch with Paula about designing a custom hat, or you can schedule a visit to her store and shop the showroom.
Now here's a place unlike anything else. It's a rustic glam boutique that's full of sass. And I guess that's why they call it the Sassy Sunflower.
Sassy Sunflower is a vintage glam boutique with something for everyone. It has fashion for you in your home. We like to focus on upcycled things, resale over retail. Our main goal is to keep things out of the landfill. There are unique vendors that I curate, ranging from art and jewelry and fashion, and just little fun things to decorate your home, and all sorts of fun vintage flea market finds.
Oh, okay.
My uncle used to call me a sassy sunflower, so it kind of stuck. And actually the whole thing is I'm sassy as a sunflower but mean as a rattlesnake. What's fun is because I'm in this small community, I have people from the community who actually come in and tell me what it was. And I have families that used to work here when it was a machine shop. And I have one lady in particular who comes in and she'll tell me how she was a little girl running around here when her dad ran the machine shop. So it's kind of neat working in a small community like this and making friends, and these customers become actual family. They're not just customers, they're my family. When people come into the Sassy Sunflower, they're always like, wow, there is so much in here. From outside, they would never believe there's so much to look at in here. So I always recommend, first of all, my motto is you need 2 hands to shop. So when somebody picks something up that they want, I say, here, let me take it to the desk so you have 2 hands to shop. And also, I recommend that they go around 3 times. 2 times one way, and then the last time the other way, and you'll always see something different. If you can't find something here, you're not going to find anything anywhere.
Thank you.
It helps it to look like, like his little toes are fatter and not skinny.
The big classes that Annette and I teach are called CNCs, canvas and clays, and they have caught on and taken off. They're a themed class, so we do unicorns and mermaids and monsters.
Oh, see how that works? See how nice that is? You did a great job.
You'll get to do a mini piece of clay, and then we break and we have pizza and treats, and then we do a mini painted canvas afterwards, and then we enjoy treats again, because who doesn't need a few more treats? So it's a full day. It's like 2 classes for the price of 1, and it's a super fun time. It's for all ages. We get everything from 5 years old to 50. I think we had a 62-year-old in here doing it. So we have a blast. My goal here is to curate a group of women and lift them and support them to do what I like to do, which is offer some happiness into people's homes.
The Sassy Sunflower is located in Copley, and it's right near the square, and you can visit them Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Okay, now it's time to head off to Fairlawn. We're going to get an Italian-style coffee. Welcome back to New Day, Cleveland. After gaining popularity as a food truck, this place is bringing their fabulous gelato, their pastries, and their coffee to Fairlawn. Let's check out Cafe Arnone.
Cafe Arnone is a local Italian coffee bar, and it's family run and operated. So there's always family members in and out of here, any given day, all the time. So that's kind of the fun, authentic part of what we're doing here. The atmosphere was something kind of circumferenced by the whole bar. So it's something that everyone can kind of come and hang out at. They can see exactly what's going on with the baristas, the chef. All of our coffee is roasted in Italy. And then we do some small batch, high-end quality roasting in-house. But it's the whole Italian effect, right? Roasting in Italy, it's very bold, big flavors. We have everything from drip coffee, then we do a pour-over bar where you can actually get a French press, a V60, which is a smaller pour-over, and then a Chemex as well, 4 to 5 cup. And then the full espresso bar. Anything from espresso, macchiatos, lattes, cappuccinos, mochas, everything else. All of our food is made in-house, so you can get an avocado mashed toast, you can get a toast with different other toppings, jams, and then the other focal point of the made-to-order menu is a piadina, which is an Italian flatbread. Special order, pick your kind of ingredients, and then we'll fill it, put it on a panini press. You get a side with it as well, and you're good to go. Pastries are something that really kind of accent everything else that we're doing. So you can get a Italian cornetto, which has something with Nutella in it. It's basically an Italian croissant, or a plain one. And then the Italian bombolinis, which is something that is just a huge focal point here. Custard or chocolate filled. It's basically an Italian holeless donut. Fantastic. The gelato is a main focal part. We make it all in-house. Everything is made with local dairy, all made from scratch. There's no artificial flavoring. So it's the best high quality stuff that we can find here. It's kind of been a labor of love. And every year we've kind of gone and kind of figured out exactly how we wanted to do it. So I started importing the coffee first and foremost 8 or 9 years ago. And then we kind of took that, had a couple wholesale customers, and then we started the food truck. And that was a grassroots level to kind of get into the market to see if it worked. So we took all that experience and finally designed this. And that's kind of been the exciting part of picking out, all the interiors and everything else. And our pictures, it's our whole family on the wall when you come in. And we've done it from oldest to youngest generations. And any given day you'll see any of these people in here, which is kind of the fun, exciting part of what we do here. The feedback from the community has really been something that's been amazing. When you have an idea and you actually do it, and people come and kind of see and experience it, it's been unreal.
Cafe Arnone is located on West Market Street, and of course that is in Fairlawn, and they're open 7 days a week.
There's a place in Copley where you can enjoy shopping and at the same time help people all across the world through fair trade at the Market Path.
The Market Path is a fair trade store, meaning that everything in here is handmade, hand-carved, hand-woven from women and men in third world countries who are in poverty. We buy from them and we pay them directly and pay them fairly for their products to help get them out of poverty. And when we sell their products and make money here, we buy directly from them again. That is our mission, is to spread the word of fair trade. And a lot of people don't know what fair trade is. It is owned by our church, First Grace United Church of Christ. In our congregation, we wanted to do something more on a daily basis. A lot of churches do mission trips. We wanted to do something daily. We've got jewelry from Mexico. We've got wall hangings from Zimbabwe. We've got some metal art from Haiti. We've got chocolates from Ghana. We deal with 47 different countries. The Fair Trade Federation helps us find different artisans, what they're making, and what would be unique to our locations and what people would like. They're very, very unique. For one, they're handmade stitch by stitch or piece by piece, made with love and by what's available to them in their location. You can see them go from absolutely nothing, not able to put even a meal on their table or drink a clean glass of water, to where they can drink water, to maybe even take a shower, to be able to provide meals for their family. And we've even had a few artisans that have been able to come and visit us, which is heartwarming. On top of fair trade, we do support locals on the basis it's handmade, earth-friendly, and they are in poverty as well. Knowing that we are helping them, and knowing that we are making a difference in their lives, which is a beautiful thing.
The Market Path is on South Cleveland-Massillon Road in Copley. The store is open 11 to 6, Monday through Saturday. When we come back, designer pieces and decor for your home for less. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. We are on a road trip through Copley and Fairlawn. Our next stop is a consignment store for furniture and really everything else you need or could want for your home. Take a look. Well, the name is Bella Decor, and I have a beautiful lady here with me. This is Lori, who owns this wonderful place here in Fairlawn. I love your spot. So you have several different levels here.
Yes, we do.
And it's all consignment pieces.
Everything in here is on consignment, correct.
But the best part about it is I walked in and I didn't realize it was a consignment store. I mean, I'm thinking I'm walking in to these beautiful brand new pieces.
That's what I love to hear. That's great.
So how does your store work? Do you get a lot of, I mean, where are you grabbing all these pieces from?
They show up here. So normally people will send an email to us with pictures, downsizing, whatever the reason. They have pieces that they want to get rid of, and I'm amazed every time something comes through the door. It's beautiful things, like new. We try to keep things very high-end, brand names, Henry-Don, for example, Bernhardt, just a few to mention. But we do like to keep something in stock in the store for every price point, whether you're just buying a new home or you just need that special piece for, you know, your entryway or whatever. Everything is on consignment, previously loved, but I'm very particular about what we do take in. So we try to keep it in really fantastic condition. So far, so good.
Well, it looks that, and if you just look around here, but take a good look now at some of this furniture we're showing you, because it's going to probably be gone by the time you get here. I'm sure the turnaround is quick for what you have in the store.
Yeah, so consignments, we take things in on a 2-month term, and normally they are gone quickly. Our turnaround is very fast, and so that's been great. But if at the end of the consignment term it is still here, you know, we may negotiate a little bit. You always have the option of picking the piece up, but we also donate to some really great causes in the area too. Pay It Forward for Pets is one, an animal rescue, and another one is Habitat for Humanity, just helping people, you know, get a nice piece of furniture at a super discount. So,
so when you walk in the store, you'll find everything from couches to chairs. What else would you find here?
Anything that you would put in your home. Anything.
And again, I mean, when I walked in, some of these pieces are, when someone initially bought them, extremely expensive, and then when they come in here, they're getting them for a fraction of the cost.
Exactly. If you buy a used car, you're not taking the hit that the person who paid the full price. So it's kind of the same idea. You can get really high-end, beautiful pieces at a fraction of the cost. And you know, I find a lot of people in the area, they have all these nice, high-end, wonderful things, and you don't want to just give it away or maybe not donate it right off the bat. So it gives somebody an opportunity to maybe recoup a little bit of what they spent.
Sure.
And we're in an age of repurposing and recycling, so why not with household furnishings? So
I love it. Bring a big van or truck if you want to, because you're going to need it.
We
when
do.
you come in here, you're going to want to leave with stuff.
We do offer pickup and delivery as well.
Awesome. So keep that in mind. And thank you so much for having us in here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm going to relax on one of these couches right now.
Feel free.
You can visit Bella Decor on West Market Street in Fairlawn Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay, feeling like a little lunch or maybe a late night snack? This is the place. It's a 50s style drive-in. One of those places you drive your car in, you pull on your lights, they come out, they take your order, and they deliver delicious food. It's called the Skyway DriveIn.
Junior 1, grilled onion 1. Skyway, we've been around since 1952. We're a single family owned business since the beginning. I'm third generation. My grandfather and my great aunt founded the place out here, but my grandfather came out here in the late 40s and early 50s and bought all this property. He owned a gas station downtown, and he came out here and built a little hamburger hut out here. Everybody thought he was crazy, but it developed, you know, obviously to what it is now, and it's just based on really, really good food, original recipes. It's still the same burger made today as it was in 1952. My great aunt Ruth, one of the founders, it's all her recipes, homemade soup and chili, the onion rings, the burgers, they're all her recipes, but the homemade onion rings really, I guess, is what we're known for. We make them fresh every day, and people come from all over to get them. You just pull one and turn your lights on. And people know the deal by now, but a lot of people don't. You just turn your lights on for service. Our guys come out and wait on you. It's all curb service. And we bring the food out to you on a tray or in a bag if you're leaving. We make it to go too. Add 2, fry 2.
We do not do roller skates, contrary to popular belief. But yeah, they hustle. I mean, they run all over the place, and very rarely do you wait. It's real fast and good, and just really good food. The Sky High is a double-decker, okay? It's got a middle bun, it's got 2 burgers, it's got our special sauce, lettuce, pickle, and cheese. So it's our signature sandwich, and that was developed by my dad in the 60s. The meat is something special. It's a special recipe with the bun and the cheese, and it's a really distinctive taste, a good taste. It's unlike any other burger, so that's probably what I'm getting, and the onion rings, and a California. It's our signature grape drink. That's the most popular drink on the menu. Actually, it's ginger ale and grape flavoring, and with a twist of lemon.
I was raised here, living on the west side, raised on Skyway hamburgers, and we have since moved to Hilton Head, South Carolina, and we're just back for a visit, and every time we're back, this is where we come for lunch.
It's great because they grew up with it, and they keep bringing their kids in. Like I said, we've been around since the 50s, so a lot of the people coming in here, I mean, the kids driving in here, 16, 18, 20 years old, they're probably third generation too. So yeah, it's really cool. It just means they come back and they like it and they're satisfied, and somewhere where they bring their kids too.
We enjoy them as part of my past, and so it makes me feel young again to come.
Skyway DriveIn has 3 locations. We visited the one right here in Fairlawn. Still to come on New Day Cleveland. Sit back, relax, and stay polished.
Welcome back. You know, sometimes you just need to relax and pamper yourself. At Stay Polished in Fairlawn, it is more than just your regular mani-pedi.
Stay Polished is a nail salon and martini bar that we focus a lot on foot health. So we like to be a place, we call it the Gulf for women. It's a place that women can come and relax, get away from any of their problems, any stress, and relax, have a drink, get their nails done, and be in really good care with all of our nail technicians. It's really cool because if you want to order martini, we kind of get you seated and then you order. And then for the manicures, we have little straws so that while your hands are tied up, you can still drink your martini and enjoy it. We actually have about 30 martinis on our menu. We kind of think of them as specialty martinis. So we have creamy martinis, we have your traditional Cosmos, that kind of thing. When you come in with any natural nail service, so if you get a regular manicure that's not gel, or a pedicure without gel, you pick from, we have Morgan Taylor and Vinylux, and you pick a brand new polish right off the rack, and then you take it home with you. So the polish is always brand new, it's never thinned down, it's never chemically compromised at all, and then also it's more sanitary. If you think about it, like when you go into a nail salon and you get your polish put on, you don't know how many people that polish has been on, because polish tends to last for a while, So the way that the memberships work is a year membership is $99. That gets you 20% off all our products and all our services, anything regular price. And then 2 times per year you can bring a guest and let them share your discount with you. So that's really nice. It helps you get your friends in here to come in and relax with you. And then we have a renewal price that's less, so it's not as much to keep it up every year. We also carry a foot care health line. It's called a Petaceutical because it's a pharmaceutical grade foot care line. It's really awesome. Their moisturizing products are actually mousses instead of creams, so it absorbs right into the foot, so you're not greasy, you're not wet, you can put it on at night, you don't have to put socks on, it's really great. So the yoga sandals are really awesome. They're therapeutic. They're not exactly like the cutest thing in the world, but they're really awesome because if you think about it, when you have one separator, like a regular flip-flop between your first 2 toes, your feet tend to clench to keep the sandal on, so the muscles in the bottom of your foot tend to get really stressed out, tense, and that can affect the muscles in your legs and your back as well. So when you have something between all your toes, it forces your foot to relax, so you're not getting that tension. My mom makes wreaths, like the mesh wreaths that are super fun, so I don't know, we have a love for decorating. We loved decorating this place, so it kind of plays into that whole passion, I guess. The very first 50s movie I ever watched was How to Marry a Millionaire with Marilyn Monroe. I just got so intrigued by all of it, so I was like, okay, well, I want to be a 50s girl. We just have little touches of 50s, so our countertops are Formica that have little boomerangs on them. That's super cute. We love to just have fun with our clients. We're kind of goofy. We're all, I think the thing that we're so different on is you can come in and be having the worst week of your life and you leave here happy.
Well, that's going to do it for our road trip to Copley and Fairlawn, and the best thing about it is you don't have to spend that much time in the car. It's only about a 45-minute ride from Cleveland, about a 20-minute ride from Akron, so it's easy to get here. So get out and explore and have some fun. For Natalie Herbeck, I'm David Moss, and we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.